dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears written in gold. Truth appears.
Boy, this morning I come in and everything was out of whack. And I did not create the event. Boy. But there are no coincidences and everything is an omen. So that just reminds me that it's a chance to start the day over again. So that's one of the things that I learned. Good morning. Yeah, so, oh man, good morning guys. Oh, the celebration was amazing and wild. Sorry for being late like this, but I come in here for the software. I had forgotten to set up the calendar. And the software, all of a sudden, none of the cameras are working. And I was just saying that, you know, there are no coincidences and everything's an omen. So what this tells me is that me personally, this is the chance to like start the day again. So now it's going to make me more aware of what I'm doing at work. Especially since things happen in threes, right? So, but as I sit here and listen to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. Yeah, it was an absolute blast, Angelina. It was fun to see you again, of course. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it was nice to see the friends, and it was a very intimate kind of thing. People, things like that, and so. And it gave me a chance to talk about tarot for a half an hour, so of course I love that. So, how was yours? I hope you had a good week in there also. So, but what are we doing here? Well, lessons learned. Knowing that no matter how our day starts, we can start it over again. We do that by finding that light switch that says, oh, time to change. So for me, listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean, that's my light switch. And that reminds me to make sure my feet are flat on the floor and my butt does the kitty dance where it's nice and comfortable in whatever seat it's in. And then my shoulders are relaxed and then my neck is relaxed. Yes, it was a fabulous weekend. I can't wait till the next event. The park pavilion we had a fireplace, and I went out and gathered firewood, and we had a chance to have a nice big fire, so that was cool too. Okay, so enough of me. Let's see what the universe has for us. It's our chance to start the week by, as I like to say, and just remind myself that this is a chance where the universe can hold up a mirror and ask us, what do we see? And I personally use the tarot for that, but I encourage any form of energy work, any form of meditation or any form of just connecting and switching, you know, hitting that switch or that light switch. So, one more sip of coffee. I'm going to make our 3 stacks. Each one of these like a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one of these is a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path, because this stack will lead down one path. This is a totally different path. And this conversation here, we have no clue where it would take us. But I'm going to grab the middle one. I want to grab that one, which I like to think of as just right at the heart. And doing our 3 and 1. I'll flip each card over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. Oh man, see what I'm talking about? It's like I could have taken all this stuff that was going on this morning. I even came in here a little bit early. Only to find the camera didn't work and all this other stuff, and then realized I didn't set the calendar. But it's the sunshine. It is the happiest card in the deck. Look at this. This is somebody saying, Jamie, it's okay. Look at him patting me on the shoulder there. He's like, the sun is still up. You're good to go. I'm like, all right, I can do this. So, the sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's just a reminder that even though we think we're behind the clouds, even though in our most difficult times, the sun is still up there waiting for us to just look up. So the next card is the 9 of Wands. So here we are with our, the majors are the destiny cards and ones that we really want to pay attention to. The minors being our day-to-day cards. 9 of Wands is all that effort that we put in. This might be like the effort that we put in over the weekend, or all the effort that we put in last week, the stress and the strain. And today's Monday, so a lot of times Friday, stress, strain to get through Friday, stress, strain. Have your weekend and it's like, oh yeah, that's right, I have to go to work today, don't I? And sometimes that's how it feels, is the 9 of Wands. Nines are just about fulfillment generally and completion, but Wands are a heavy suit, and it's all that effort, that fire and energy we put into something, and now we're about to step back into it. But then we come to the 4 of Cups. So 4s are like 4 legs on a table. 4s are about stability. 4s are about that solid nature. And so based on this card here as our advice card, sometimes a 4 of Cups. Cups are our spirituality, emotion, and feelings. 4 of Cups can be one of two things. It could be a chance to have that emotional stability, but cups are the element of water, and water wants to flow. So the story is going to unfold with this one here. But again, this is about that positive side of our lives and seeing that positive side. And then Wands, which are fire and energy and creativity. But 9 of them, that really shows all the effort that we've put in. And it's a reminder. And then again with the 4 of Cups, what is going to happen with the 4 of Cups? We have the 7 of Wands. So again, Wands, it's all that action. Wands are the action cards. 7s are about potential, drive, ambition. But the key word here is potential. The 7 of Wands is when we want to do things, we start vibrating at it. This is my herding cats card. This is as Pamela Coleman Smith has the guy on the rock holding the wand with 6 wands in front of him. And he's so focused on those 6 wands in front of him, he didn't even put on the right shoes this morning. So the same way I woke up this morning, I was all great and everything else, and then the day starts with all the issues with what's going on with the cards, and with the computer and stuff like that. And I felt like I was that guy on a rock. But this card reminds us that it's like, we don't need to be herding cats. We don't need to take on the stress. So the 4 of Cups is about finding the stability, to find a spiritual foundation, to find something that says, I am okay standing still, even though all these fire and action cards are here. We still have the sunshine. So today, it's about recognizing any of that. The fact that some of us may be standing on a rock now trying to herd cats. You know, we put in a lot of effort. We put in all this energy. And we forget to breathe. With the nine, but the Nine of Wands is about fulfillment. It's about we have completed something and recognize that. So the advice card of the Seven of Wands reminds us that we need to take our time and find that stability. We need to make sure we're putting on the same color socks, if that is our desire. Same color socks, that we have time to even find our shoes, because I swear that I had them stuck under the bed. The Four of Cups is about calm, stability, stable. So, today, my life was a good example of how I could have started it, but now I'm starting it with all the sunshine, and yep, I got a lot of stuff to do at work. You know, we all have a lot of things on our plate, whether we are the ones that take care of our homes or whatever, but the focus is taking the time and focusing on the Four of Cups, which is calm, stability with our emotions. So, with that, once again, my gosh, we are at it here again. So, next week, I will be in Salem. So, whatever I do is not going to be live at 7:15 because I've tried that before on vacation and that just does not work. But I'll figure something out. So with that, again, thank you very much. Take care. Have that amazing day. Don't forget about the sunshine. And I'll talk to you all later.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. The stories we have found in the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light, readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears, written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards, turn around. The stories we have found in the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light, readers and seekers in the night. Hopes